Ladies and gentlemen, the first contest tonight at Starrcade 95 live from Nashville, Tennessee begins our international competition, WCW versus New Japan. Introducing first, representing WCW, a member of the Four Horsemen from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, Crippler Chris Benoit.
Well, I tell you, we began Starrcade with the newest member of the Four Horsemen, one of the team members for the WCW contingent, Chris Benoit, a man who Dream is no stranger to the Japanese wrestling styles. As a matter of fact, we'll talk about that, but right now back to Dave Pinter.
His opponent, representing New Japan Pro Wrestling from Yamaguchi, Japan, Jushin Thunder Liger.
Jushin Thunder Liger, along with Sonny Ono, and a chorus of boos here. And I guess, you know, it's a chorus of boos as you see Sonny Ono waving the Japanese flag that they certainly have earned over the past couple of weeks, Dream.
Well, I'll tell you something, Tony. And yeah, and the bottom line with this thing, Brain, let me lay this on you right here. When you have this opportunity of somebody coming over here and say, I want to take over the company, it's what they said in New Japan. Sonny Bono come in here, brings his guys over here, Brain, and I tell you what, WCW, we ready for him right here, right, kid?
Well, you're not talking about Sonny Bono, you're talking about Sonny Ono.
I know that.
This isn't Sonny and Cher. This man's a wealthy man. He's a businessman from Japan. And they're going to walk away, Dusty, like it or not, with the World Cup. Now, how much that means to you, being from Texas, being an American, being here on this soil, being here in Nashville, doesn't matter. That cup's going back to Japan.
Brain, you've sold yourself out to the Japanese, is what you've done.
I never did.
Yeah.
Sure he did.
Of course you did.
Well,
Yeah.
just because of a Lexus and some TVs and some cash and kimonos and pearls and watches and stuff and diamonds. I mean, they didn't give all that to me. I earned a lot of that.
Well, hey, just keep on talking, and you'll tell us all, won't you? Jushin Thunder Liger going up against Chris Benoit, two men who know each other quite well. As a matter of fact, it was recently that these two men competed in a tournament in Europe for a junior heavyweight championship. As a matter of fact, these are two of the finest mat wrestlers you will find. Both men are very similar. Side headlock. But I would think right now, Dream, that Benoit has a lot going for him, a lot of confidence now that he's been named a Horseman.
Well, he was a good choice. You know, when the Horseman finally said, I want the fourth guy to come in, Chris Benoit brings power, speed. You see it right there. A lot of agility, but I guarantee you one thing. Jushin Thunder Liger is what a lot of times you hear this, pound for pound, this guy, pound for pound, that guy. Bobby Heenan, pound for pound, is the greatest announcer in the world. You hear all that stuff all the time. And the Weasel is right about one thing, that Japan has brought the best over here for Starrcade 1995.
Oh, look on the outside, the high-risk maneuvers of Jushin Thunder Liger. And
No. The high-risk maneuvers of the New Japan pro wrestling regime. That's what it is, Tony. That's what's going to put America in trouble. That's what's going to put WCW on the shelf, I'm telling you.
You know, Liger is unique in the sport. He has a Saturday morning cartoon dedicated to him on Japanese television. So he is a Saturday morning fixture for the youngsters over in Japan, as well as quite a wrestling sensation as well.
Well, he's very popular with the kids and the people over there, but then again, you have to look at it this way. Does the word rickshaw mean anything to you?
Nothing. And Benoit, who I thought would have the advantage power-wise, putting Jushin Thunder Liger down to the mat. This is the best of seven, Dream.
You know what, Tony? There's a seriousness about this best of seven right here. These guys are evenly matched. It's not the situation we're going to see later. Whoa, what a shot. See the speed and agility right there. They can snap you quick. Where Saito, later on, we're going to see him against Johnny B. Bad. And Saito just can weigh you down and torture you, as he said.
Now, Johnny B. Bad's got that left hand, that sucker punch I like to call it.
That's not a sucker punch. That's a legal blow.
There you go. How about that one? Look at that.
Excuse me.
Check the
sorry.
backbreaker 1, 2. It's not hard to find out where the allegiance lies here in Nashville. They are cheering every move of Chris Benoit. Man, they would normally boo because he is a member of the Four Horsemen. But hey, it's the holiday season. We're taking sides here. Liger came out of a power bomb with an arm drag takedown. That's amazing. There's a takeover arm drag and a drop kick. Benoit outside now.
Watch out.
Here he comes. Jushin Thunder Liger trying to somersault, held onto the ropes.
Well, he did a little tipsy toe. You know what I mean?
Tipsy toe?
Yeah, he did a little tipsy toe there, and he looked underneath between his legs and see he couldn't go out. And so now he's back in position, waiting for Chris Benoit to get back in there, because the speed. Somebody makes the first mistake, this thing is over. Like the mistake of being out here with the Weasel, it could end so quick for him.
Tipsy toe.
Tipsy toe.
Yeah, he was teetering on tottering. You know that, Bob?
I don't know anything about teeter and tottering.
Whoa. To the midsection, Benoit now. That's a high impact blow right there. A foot to the gut, snap suplex, takes him over. And Liger finds himself down on the mat. If the pace gets quick, you would think it favors Liger, but on the mat, the power man here is Chris Benoit. The opening bout of Starrcade, we said the best of 7. The team that wins 4 out of 7 will win the World Cup of Wrestling. We will have 7 matches, so it's conceivable that either WCW or New Japan could sweep all 7 matches.
Yeah, but that's highly unlikely because of the athletes that we have in it. You've seen this thing now, nip and tuck, back and forth, yay and nay, yes or no. They have jockeyed for position, but nobody has yet made a drastic mistake to where one guy could take the upper hand from the other guy.
Well, what they're doing right now, they're just testing each other out, Schiavone.
That's just what
they're
I
making
said.
sure. Oh, that's where I heard it.
That's it. As a matter of fact, big clothesline. The Horsemen, the new regime of the Horsemen, they've been very, very different in many ways than the Horsemen that we have known in the past.
Now, let me ask Dusty something. You knew the Horsemen from the past. Would you say the Horsemen now in '96 are better than the Horsemen of the '80s?
They have yet to prove themselves that they are. What they got is youth and speed with the enforcer and the man himself, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. They will have to go about a year to prove to me whether they are. But this right here is a prime example. See, he don't have just a little one of them holes on the guy. He got his back strapped and his liver quivering right here and got him up in a situation to beat him. No, to answer your question, no. They are not yet. Could be.
They've got
Tony.
Yes.
Saying?
I'm not here as a translator, Brain. You just have to listen.
Hear me when I'm
Yes, he heard you. I knew this would happen, but
I feel like I should buy a horse someplace and saddles.
That's the fun of being at Starrcade and being with WCW Live, the #1 wrestling organization in the world, going up against one of the top wrestling as a matter of fact, the top 2 are here. Look at that. 1, the Dragon Suplex.
Got him. No.
Actually, it was a German suplex, weight lock. 1, 2, the 2 count. The Dragon is basically a full Nelson takeover suplex.
Yeah, he's got him in a position to where now he can use one of his maneuvers to put him away because he's worn down. But this is just how quick Jushin Thunder Liger is. He can come back on you. What he's doing now is really putting pressure on his legs and back. He's going to bow and arrow him right here in Nashville.
There it is. Got it. Look at this. Talking about submission wrestling. Don't try this at home.
Well, that hurts you about 17 different places.
My goodness. And
hurts your ankles, hurts your knees, hurts your shoulders, hurts your neck, hurts your back. Hurts me to look at it.
Randy Aller, referee, checking in, and he's in a good position. And now look at that reverse crossface.
Well, he's got him in an uncling situation. Just about to get him into an uncling situation. That's when he's going to be saying uncle. Bottom line, Chris Benoit needs to get out of the way, get away from this situation here. Or maybe right away it's going to be New Japan 1 and WCW 0.
Boy, I hope. I mean, I could happen like that. It sure could happen like that.
Yeah. He was going to say something else, wasn't he? I hope so.
No, I didn't mean that. I mean, I hope this match continues.
I would love to see him in downtown Nashville in a ricochet eating fish.
I don't think you'd see that in downtown Nashville. Jushin Thunder Liger, the
ricochet in Nashville is an old cat.
Oh, he stood him up and dropped him down on his back. Good counter maneuver. Defensive wrestling that time by the member of the Horsemen, Chris Benoit. And, of course, he is wrestling a man who 6 times was IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. The IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion is here tonight. That's
Uh-oh.
And here's a lateral press. Benoit only got a 1 count as he pulled out of that one. A pickup. Look at this. So many different counter maneuvers. A pickup by Liger.
Drive him down. Drive him down.
That's exactly what he did.
No, don't waste too much time with Benoit if you want to take him out. You should have gone for the cover right there, but he's going upstairs.
Boom. Boy.
Wow, a slap to the face.
Knock on his noggin now, baby. Get him up.
The fans are rocked on that one. But Benoit hit the back of his head as hard as Liger hit that time, Brain.
Well, Liger, he's got that mask on. If I was wearing a mask, I know I'd have that thing loaded. That thing would be full of cement and steel and iron and everything. I would take every advantage I can. But he's in bad trouble right now. The crippler Benoit is in top shape, and he's leading this match.
Tony, he's a little drowsy too, you know what I mean? It's taking its toll on him. You can look right away here. Each man going for a high-risk maneuver. And I will say once again, the man that makes a mistake, and you might see it coming up right here. High-risk maneuver, Tony.
Now it's Benoit's turn. He's a big swan dive. It was great execution, but there was nobody home. That gives Liger a second win. And Liger doing a lot of dancing and prancing here. Of course, you know, of the men that we heard talk leading up to this Starrcade, Liger was the most cocky, the most confident of his team's chances.
Well, they're a proud group of people. You know, they train very hard, and they're constantly dedicated to what they do. And that's why I think Japan's going to win this whole thing.
Yeah, that's why you got money invested in this thing. A power bomb. Tremendous move by Liger. 1, 2, and did not have the left foot over the right shoulder, enabling Benoit to get it up.
He didn't have him hooked, as you said. He had him in a position to put him away. Great champions know when to put somebody away. Both these guys have been that before, but you have to, in this situation tonight, you got to put them away when you have the opportunity. It might pass him by.
Now, everything's so evenly matched. Wouldn't you agree with me? Oh!
Brain buster.
He's got him here, I think.
1, 2, and once again, an arrogant cover from Liger cost him. Could have cost him. That was great execution on the brain buster.
But wouldn't you both agree with me? They're so evenly matched that the only way you're going to pick a winner here, you can't really, it's luck. Luck is going to
Watch out.
Luck is going to take over tonight.
It certainly could in an instance like this. The winner here would get a 1-0 advantage in the World Cup of Wrestling.
Well, that was a good shot. You know, I'll tell you what, Tony, there's so much pride involved here. You take a hardcore look at Chris Benoit, and he has been here for a short period of time. How much pride does he have in WCW? That's what's really driving me crazy right now, because he's had an opportunity right now. He needs to put this guy away. He needs to really reach down and get him, Tony.
A pair of German suplexes that time, but not a cover. And this could be a mistake.
Well, don't forget, he's got that horseman mentality now. He's a different Benoit the Cripper than when he first came here. He's a lot more confident. Oh, is he ever? And he knows what he's going to do. Like you said, Dusty, a man knows when a man can beat a man.
We have a problem because Kevin Sullivan, the Taskmaster, has made his way to the ring area. The swan dive.
He got him.
You know, recently, Flying Brian running his mouth, a member of the Horsemen, had a problem with the Dungeon of Doom, and they almost got into it on Nitro, and I'm sure this is an extension of that. Sullivan's still angry about what Flying Brian has done.
And Jimmy Hart's trying to keep him back. That's unusual.
Uh-oh.
Liger
got him hooked over.
Throws him over. 1, 2, 3. Liger beats him.
Yes. I mean, he won.
And I think Sullivan had a lot to do with it. He had the attention of Benoit.
Yeah, Benoit needed to stay focused, and he didn't, Tony. Bottom line here now, New Japan 1, WCW 0, my friend.
I don't think Benoit realizes why Sullivan came out. He is still in shock. He had turned his attention to Sullivan, and that cost him the match. But it goes back to Flying Brian, the loose cannon of the Horsemen. And I think, really, if you go back and take a look, he ultimately cost him this match here, Brain. Take a look.
Well, let's take a look. Benoit, Horseman, up on top. Look at that projection through the air, but there's nobody there when he lands. Liger's got the advantage here now. Again, he comes off that top rope with the headbutt. Kevin Sullivan comes out of nowhere. I don't know why he's here. I don't know if you do, Tony. I don't know if you do, Dusty. But Jushin Thunder Liger takes advantage of a good situation, sits down on the man, hooks him, rolls him up. Benoit's going nowhere.
And it's 1-0 in favor of New Japan Pro Wrestling in the World Cup of Wrestling. With that in mind, we now take you to the locker room area and Mean Gene Okerlund.